pick, so it's going to be the Spectre coming out in the last phase. So it indeed will be the Monkey King versus the Lina in our mid matchup.
And the DK having a slight advantage. And I think DK, the more levels you get, the harder it gets. But Miposhka,
a lot of slows that they can throw in Miposhka, and it could just be our first kill. That's a huge Shadow Realm hit, and Whisper will get Heroic on the board first. Just a bit of trading here and there. Spectre falling further and further behind in terms of CS in the lane, but it is Rue that's going to be going down to Analog, while Whisper and Schofield chasing Miposhka get a second kill off of the Shadow Demon. Whisper and Radon just going to trade a couple hits. They know this DK is not really a target they want to go at, but things are looking good for Heroic. Levels are coming in fast.
This is the huge thing, right? Whisper, let's wait a second, collapses in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Analog made his move. Straight down the bottom lane, calling for a slow. Nice dead shot there. Collapse does get hit by another bat, and they're chasing him down by Radon. We just talked about this. DK shouldn't be in too much trouble, but with the information that there's supports on the move from Team Spirit, leaving him vulnerable.
To do well, but yeah, you're right. The difference was huge. However, the Spectre did get a
first roar as well, and that is not even a level 6 DK.
He's gone.
So he is gone. Absolutely. Analog finding his second kill of the game, and also putting him second in net worth ahead of the Lina.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
No, first Shadow Step is used, and it's on to the Muerta down the mid lane. Mars is being in. Analog does throw in the stun, but it takes a while to finish him off, and he doesn't even die. King Jungles, however, is the one to fall first with a spear onto the edge of the arena, and followed up with a Laguna Blade from the LSA stun. Larl will take Yuma down.
They don't have to make a move because Heroic are just going to come forward. They tried to go for the Muerta. He even had a Healing Lotus and the Fairy Fire left. It was never even close for that Muerta to die. Just how tanky some of these supports and Spirit can be.
Oh, they know the arena is down. Analog fighting it versus Collapse. A little bit more needed, but doesn't have a spell available. Going for the chase as well. Hoping to find a Primal Spring on the right spot. Collapse, spears in, walks away back into the fog of war. But you can't really run away from the Bedlam, and also good reaction there from Yuma to join in. Still got the Pierce the Veil Muerta, which can be pretty tricky of a target, so they're looking for something else, and instead might just be Collapse. The roar comes out there from Whisper. And Yuma to join in. Easy kill there with the Shadow Step.
Considering how Spirit are playing, it feels like they're waiting for the next Roche.
There's the roar coming in from Whisper and the instant jump from Yuma. The TPs are coming in from Spirit, looking to at least retaliate, but they've already lost one. They might lose a second. Disruption nicely dodging the stun, but here comes Analog, loading up the Wukong's command, and nobody else is coming in to the area. But they are looking for the Spectre. However, it is only Rue and Radon. They are waiting here in the triangle. With that boar giving the vision. Oh, that is a Shadow Demon walking into a trap. So they're just going to get the instant jump on Miposhka. Gets the bubble out, and there's the LSA to load up a stun, but Analog does have his BKB burnt. That is the 9-second BKB charge to secure this kill. DK held back. Collapse right next to Schofield. Has the Yules. Nicely timed Yules there as well, suspecting that Blink Spear to come through, but the arena's there, but the spear misses, and they're loading up the Terrorize. Will push them away. Rue does get the kill in the end with the dead shot.
It can be problematic for the Monkey King, to say the least, but he still has his BKB. He hasn't used the any of the charges.
He did.
So
it's still on cooldown,
okay.
Yeah, with the previous engagement. Yuma with King Jungles, and of course Analog coming in as well, and Collapse seems to be the target that they can always go for, especially with his arena down. Rue, Miposhka have to back out. King Jungles now comes Whisper of the Roar, but they split their targets on the supports. They force to pierce the Veil and focus the SD instead. Can they interrupt that TP? No, they cannot. So see what they can do here. There is a Beast, there is a Spectre, and he's also under vision. Half HP, should be a pretty easy kill for Spirit if they can get onto him in time, and they will. The spear comes out from Collapse first into LSA Laguna. And that's your pub stomper Lina right there.
In the game still, if they had killed the Lina a couple of times, it would have been really bad.
King Jungles with a solo play on Collapse. A level 13 Lich.
He can't play the game. He's thinking about a Lincoln Sphere on the...
Is he higher level than the Mars, actually? Was the Mars level 12?
13.
Okay, so it's a 13 support and a 13 offlaner. And now the other side of the map, you do have Analog getting caught by the first stun, and now they can focus themselves on the SD. Wukong's is placed down, so no matter about the disruption, but also the roar onto Radon, and Radon goes down! Whisper able to finish him off. Laurel will find an answer on King Jungles. That's just a Lich falling, but Team Spirit will lose a whole lot more. 4 for 1.
Complete disaster, not only because you've lost 4 heroes, but because there's a Roche right next. They're not giving anybody. Lina under vision.
Oh, that just might be Laurel's death right here, and has no way out versus so many heroes. A good disruption save, but is it enough to keep Laurel alive? The roar comes out, and that should seal his deal as Whisper will take him out. Rule to fall. A double for Whisper. Another hero who happens to be a great Aegis carrier, sure, but if a beast is having this good of a game, you definitely want to take advantage of it. King Jungles win a 1 versus 1, and then Yuma spoils the party, takes him down, and that's a support for a core to have hopes of winning these fights that are still to come. They got the jump on Roof first. Pierce the Veil comes out, protected for the time being, but still dropping down to his death. Miposhka spotted as well. Analog does have that stun. Smacks it right on top of Miposhka, forces out the Purge. There's the Demonic Cleansing as well to get him back to movement speed, or full movement speed at least, but Yuma, Analog, will take only a matter of moments, and Miposhka will drop, and now into the mid lane as well, as Larl has been found. He will take down King Jungles, but he will fall himself. And now onto the Spectre as well. Radon Collapse will hammer down Yuma's Spectre, and the gem will be taken away. 15 KDA so far. Part of 15 out of the 23 kills of the team. That's a pretty high percentage as he tries to go in for the stun, but he gets stunned himself first, and he pops his BKB, goes for the roar onto the Mars, and here comes the Wukongs to follow up as well, and Mars is dropping low. He will go down. Collapse is dead, but Radon hammering away onto Analog. Larl on the side as well, throws in the Laguna Blade, and the Aegis is gone. Can they get more kills here? Heroic also a bit of trouble here because they're down to 2 heroes anymore in Team Spirit. How does this team manage to do it? Can they pull it all the way to the end? Whisper versus Radon. Radon finding to his bitter end. As Miposhka will get the kill on Whisper. Invis though, smoke pops. Schofield right next to him, the creep wave right there as well, and goes on the chase for Larl. Larl looking for his own answer, but BKB pop. Whisper gets the Lincoln's roar, so Larl is free to do whatever he wants. Collapses down, and now Radon surrounded by hostiles. Can he take this fight for himself with Yuma on the side, taking down Miposhka, and that will be the end of this DK as well, as Team Spirit will lose multiple heroes, and Larl barely gets the TP back home.
So it's going to be a Radiant side, Roche. Considering division, both of the teams have good
we're going to be fighting already before that as Analog trying to put the pressure onto Larl. Able to get himself to safe distance, and now Yuma and Analog chasing him all the way through. Can they get this Lina kill? There's the 25 talent. The Laguna barrier does nothing for him. It does not keep him alive, as Rue is then surrounded by Team Heroic. Another roar onto the DK as well. The arena comes out. The buybacks are coming in from Team Spirit as well. Larl and Rue will be returning to the fight. Riton pushes away at least one hero, and now Spectre in trouble in the middle. Yuma's got nothing left, as these buybacks will pay off for Team Spirit. But Heroic, one more fight like this could be the way to do it, and Collapse is still not out of trouble as he will drop to Whisper, and King Jungles to fall as well.
Only the Mars, but of course Yatoro with one kill, they can get it.
So close to each other. They see Yuma walk into the pit. They don't know how close they are. They are so close, and they already read that Roshan is going onto the other side of the map. They want to get there first. Can they do something? That's Collapse coming in first, and the arena's going to catch almost everybody inside of it, as he's got Whisper and Analog just taking him down. They will lose Collapse in this fight. He does have a buyback remaining at least. He can still return, but Riton's going to be finding into the backline. Onto Yuma. There's a jump in and jump out. He's going to dodge a lot of this, as Heroic will find another kill. It's Rue going to be falling. Riton pushed to the brink as he tries to hold and stand his ground with his Atanic. He's living. Collapse is coming in as well, but will he stand alive? No, he will not. He's going to go down. Collapse with that buyback. He will fall.
This could be the end.
Will lose this fight, and with it maybe the game as well. Heroic just stalking on the edge of the triangle, waiting for those couriers to fly by.
They want to wait for creeps to go in and then jump.
And they're going to walk straight in. Collapse, quick reaction at least, but Miposhka is going to get caught by the Lich, and he's down. He does have a buyback. He's going to have to use it right away. Collapse, no BKB though. And now they're going to have to try and hold this somehow. Wukongs will be sent. This is the first one. Remember the refresher. There's another one still coming. Analog will already pop it right away. Riton going to be dropped really low. The roar comes out as well. The DK, he needs some help, but he's got nothing. And he's gone for 100. And this game is going to get sealed. GG. Heroic will take the lead in this best of 3.
And it's not like there was a part of the game where Spirit took it over. It was Heroic all the way. Yes, it took them 45 minutes, but that is just because Spirit, it is very hard to break them going in, and they need to get themselves in. This is a solid Storm game. This is a really good Storm game. And there's the shenanigans. Schofield going to pull some waves, while Whisper is applying a lot of pressure on Radon.
He really wants to make sure that this PA is not getting those range creeps. And this is going to be a close one as well. Whisper missing the skewer, but does Radon have enough to survive? Miposhka so far away to jump onto, and they're going to put their attention towards the Lich instead. And a couple more hits should do it, and the first blood will be for Whisper. Heroic doing it back-to-back in Game 1 and Game 2, getting themselves on the board first.
For himself. As Miposhka trying to get out. Blood Grenade did connect. Whisper is coming forward, but he's also taking a lot of damage. Radon
certainly
coming out
is.
help.
It's going to be Miposhka to drop first, though, so it is the Lich to drop. And Heroic still continuing, even if they are quite low on resources here with the Magnus down to half HP. Them finding another kill does put a pretty sizable net worth advantage, at least on the Mag. Sees the TP come out as well from the Shaker, just in case they can get there in time. King Jungle's right behind, but Collapse seems like he's going to be able to get away just because Analog went for the teleport, but still... Yeah, the Echo Slam, that's going to seal his fate. They still end up getting this Enigma. Nobody's coming in to help him out, so all the dolans and everything will be taken away. Analog to get the most of the Eidolon creeps and the assist gold. King Jungles for the kill. Miposhka spotted, Whisper. Drops the RP without hesitation and brings him straight into Yuma, who rotated through the portal. Radon and Laurel are here to respond, hoping to get this Bloodseeker kill. There's a nice stun from Rue. It's an absolute ravage on all three heroes. King Jungle's on the side, though. They will lose the Seeker and now lose the Phoenix as well. Laurel for the double kill on the Storm Spirit. And Collapse given the kill as the Storm Spirit was there to also assist. And maybe even Analog as Laurel takes a long jump in. He does not have the Echo Slam ready for another 35 seconds, so they're putting a defensive egg, and Analog so low on HP. Whisper coming in for the RP.
Echo
catches both the Lick, and now maybe they should be able to get him. And Analog, he still doesn't have that Echo Slam, so he walks in and almost dies to this Lich. One explosion from Miposhka, does get hit by the fissure. Laurel only fell, and there's the Lich, and he went in.
Overclick the blink, it blinks
the blink
less than it should be.
It was multiple pros who brought it up at that time, And here's the Black Hole from Collapse. Straight on top of Schofield, but King Jungle's healing him up, so that Black Hole will not credit you a kill. Instead, your life will be taken with it, and Yuma will take this one.
Rue was getting close. He doesn't even have the fingers, so maybe better using his time to get that level 6.
Now you're going to lose another.
Very nicely done.
Maybe a bit over-optimistic there from Team Spirit. And Lich actually has his money for his Blink Dagger, so he's now contemplating, does he buy it right away, or does he need something in between? Maybe some extra support items to go with, but that will definitely help Team Spirit with their engagements. While Radon, he's really close to that BKB. Okay, he got the recipe out just in time. If he died, say, 10 seconds earlier, he wouldn't have had the money to buy the recipe, but now Rue goes for the instant hex onto the Clockwork, contemplating of going in, throws the stun onto Yuma. Laurel coming from the map, the Enigma going to get hit by the Echo Slam as well, and Laurel is ruptured up, but they will lose Yuma, and now Collapse is going to be chased. Rue going to give him some extra mana, keep him alive, keep him on the spot. He knows he's dead, but it will take a little bit longer for him to fall. Schofield going to be the next to drop. Laurel and Miposhka making work. There's the RP coming out as well, and the Storm is dropping low, and the Orchid will seal his fate unless Rue is able to keep himself busy. Will he die? The Soul Burn is not enough. 50 HP is what this Storm has remaining. Rue has done his job to protect his core, and Laurel gets out of this one, which could have been a pretty disastrous trade.
Miposhka is doing a KJ. Look at that. He's waiting for them at the Tormentor.
Oh, he's at the same place. Can he get this one to work? Okay, he's been revealed. He's been revealed, surely, yeah. The Rocket flies in. He jumps straight in. Tries to kill Yuma. He's got the kill as well. And Rue, he'll give a rightful tip for a good play from Miposhka.
Again, Heroic have these great wards.
So close to catching Yuma as Collapse and Miposhka once again, but Yuma gets the kill. But he still dies to Radon jumping in, so PA will get the punishment in the end. But what a start from Miposhka once again. Absolutely no fear. Having that ward placed down, had the vision, had the information. Laurel, he's on the hunt.
Waiting for it. I think they know roughly that he's in this area. So,
the Dire Scan's pretty close, but not quite on point. And there's the Wisdom Rune. Now he sees the Clockwork, and that's an RP coming instantly from Whisper to respond on it. But can they focus on him? Clockwork hook shots away. Laurel, he's gonna go for this one. He's definitely gonna go for this kill. He knows he has it, but he doesn't quite get it. It's gonna get denied. Schofield dies to the Tormentor.
Yeah, that's...
To make sure they can deny their ally, because I didn't see that on camera. If there was some Magnus, like, right next to him, but at the same time, and Echo's not mute. The silence, and without that BKB, this Storm is defenseless. Radon is here. He does have the Enigma, but very far away. Yuma gets taken down again by the same dynamic duo. Miposhka and Radon. Whisper quickly jumps out to safe distance. PA looking, trying to get a little bit of vision. Sees King Jungles, but the trees are juking. It's going to be difficult to maneuver like the true Tarzan that he is. And Team Spirit is expecting them to walk into them. Let's see the route they're going to take. It's all the way to the far left, and Radon is hoping to pop some of those smokes, and he sees Whisper, the dagger flown in. Schofield interrupts and goes for the hook shot.
Found him.
And Miposhka, he's waiting for Yuma to show. He's waiting for him. He gets insta-fissured as well. Schofield will live for now.
They just see them clearly.
There's the jump in from Analog. Pre-BKB, huge kills on Laurel and Miposhka. This is where Yuma finally feels the freedom to go in with the lack of that Lich in the fight. Rue will dry down as well. Radon to fall, heroic. Laurel bought back for this, and he's gonna have to run away from this engagement. Can he make his way out? Is there any way to escape? It's gonna be a team wipe. Heroic takes everyone from Team Spirit.
6 kills go their way. Analog does a perfect job, but it was all set up. And we know who's playing it.
It does. But now that I see an Aghanims on the Bloodseeker, this is where I start to put quite a lot of faith on this hero. As Rue is spotted by Analog. Rue will try to go for the escape, and at the same time, there's a secondary initiation happening in the middle lane as Collapse cuts his BKB off, but he's just getting poked by Yuma. Punch after punch after punch, and the hookshot comes in as well. They're going to stack all together, and they cannot save their allies. They will only get Schofield. The egg protects them as well. No black hole going off, and Radon is found on the side. The RP for statement from Whisper.
Did you see in that fight, Whisper? He wants to use his RP, but his team, look, my team is so strong. They killed all of the enemies before. I even needed a very smart thing to stop it there. A lot of the players, sometimes they're just gonna let it go. Like, doesn't matter, we want it, but with him holding it, it allows them to kill the PA, which now, if they want to hold their base, might need to buy back. Lich, still very good at protecting the tower.
It will stall, it will hold, but that's just nothing really working for Team Spirit here. They have all these tools. We keep highlighting it over and over again. Team Spirit has all these good things they could use, but the fights are never favorable. It's never really in their hands. And they're starting to feel that as well, that we probably need a couple more items, but do we have that time? It's not a luxury for us.
The thing is, luxury items are there for Heroic. They have their hexes, they have their Lincoln Spheres. It really does stop these initiations of Team Spirit and allows Heroic to play even more freely.
And there's only one buyback. It's on Radon. None on the Lich. It's on cooldown. Same for the Storm. Lion is close, sure. But if the Enigma dies, the Black Hole goes with him.
Look at how they're killing the mid lane. Just with the banner and the siege creeps, they know in the mid lane it's much easier for Spirit to jump them on the top lane, not so much. And this looked like a greedy play, but it was actually a safer play that allows him to get 2 lanes of racks.
Pretty close by. Good position there from Heroic on the high ground. Miposhka Rue, the closest. And Laurel goes in to get the aggressive information. Schofield spotted as the Shaker caught as well, but they can't quite kill Analog. The Aeon Disc, the finger goes straight into it, so it does no damage whatsoever. The Shaker lives, the Lich ulti still bouncing back and forth. They need to disjoint this one. Laurel is looking for the kill, because get hexed up as well. And Orchid in on top with the RP coming out from Whisper. Can they get Laurel in time? Yes, they can. And he does open another RP on the back and missed it. It doesn't connect on anything. Collapse still has his BKB, sorry, has his Black Hole, but no BKB. But sent back straight into the pit. Roche is already down to 40% HP. The Rocket Flare flies in. There's the roar coming out as well as he sees the PA. Yuma getting in position, sees Laurel, throws in the Blood Right, and there's the Echo onto the back. Hits the Lion. The Aegis is secured for Radon. What do they do now? They're
Defense
stuck in
for
the
black
pit.
hole.
They really have to just fight this one. They cannot otherwise stand their ground. Radon is dropping low. That Aegis will pop in a moment, and that is gone for now. Finger thrown onto Analog as well. Maposhka down. He'll come with the vibe as well. The black hole, but the egg, and they also got the stun.
He has
Out of
another
the
one.
collapse at the same time, and the Enigma will have to return through buybacks. 3 buybacks coming in from Team Spirit to return to this fight. Heroic only having to bring Analog for a second time. Rue's going to be hit as well by Yuma, but the Lich ult is bouncing back and forth. Scope face on 1 HP. Yuma is still running back and forth. He's got a lot of movement speed right now, going straight onto Collapse, trying to take the Enigma down, and that's an ultra kill. And can he get them all? Yes, he can!
Multiple
That's a
times.
rampage for Yuma, and Maposhka won't be the last to fall, as Heroic will be welcomed to the playoff stage.
And in what style? You are going versus a Roche, you're going versus a double black hole, and in the end collapse. He didn't even get to use one. It lasted for maybe 0.1 seconds there. Instantly he jumps in, he sees 3 heroes. Clockworks moves to the side.